Yo. You guys good? Oh, shit. Holy fucking shit. Come on, buddy. They ran over the homeless motherfucker. They ran over the homeless fuck. Hey, you good? You straight, bro? Damn. Y el tren viene ahora, cabrón. El tren viene ahora.
Watch the train! Watch the train!
Tony doesn't pay this part, and then the other cannot pay. No.
Now, me and my child can't go home because y'all want to try to get the fuck high. Man, shit. That is fucking ridiculous. Oh my God, I feel so fucking terrible. Like, what the fuck? I'm calling my mommy. I'm calling my mommy. Oh my God.
Did anybody see what happened?
I did. I was sitting right there.
Love, peace, and light, family. Welcome to a brand new episode of High Zone. Today on the menu, we got some disturbing, diabolical TikToks they don't want you to see. With that being said, Zone family, if you're not tapped in with the family yet, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You can rock out with me and the family. I definitely appreciate every last one of you, and I love you guys like cooked food. Don't forget to hit that share button and that hype button for more people that's like-minded like you, brilliant-minded like you, get to see the videos. With that being said, Zone family, and also interact with the QR code that's on the screen. You can just whip out your phone, scan it. It'll bring you right to the page for those who's watching at home. And to subscribing, it's free. It's totally free to subscribe to the channel. You ain't gotta pay a cent. It's for the free ski, so you can subscribe for free and join the family. We definitely waiting for you to be a part of the family, and we love you like cooked food also. With that being said, Zone family, let's get straight into these bangers.
Hey, you got time to roll up between wheels.
Huh?
You got time to roll up between wheels.
He ain't your friend. He ain't your friend, bro.
Chuck that to me. Now, chuck it to me. Next one, not that one. No. All right. Now. Hurry up, man! Oh my fuck, dude.
Depois você tira. Ô, como é que uma criança coloca um olho de boneca no olho pra ficar azul? Ô, eu não aguento. Espera, Raíssa. Espera, não fecha o olho, não. Não fecha o olho, não. Você vai ter que abrir o olho, Raíssa. Fica assim, peraí. Ai, meu Deus, como é que eu vou fazer pra tirar esse trem daqui? Ô, como é que uma criança pega um olho de boneca e coloca no olho? Aí, segura, fica assim. Peraí, Raíssa, assim, ó, peraí, abaixa mais a mão aqui. Aí, peraí. Não tenta fechar o olho, não. Vai mais. Vai colocar mais, Raíssa?
Zone family, they don't make them smart anymore. Oh man, you put a doll eye into your eye? How? Why? Diabolical. Comment down below.
Allegedly, y'all, this scientist right here named Carl Grillmeyer, who allegedly discovered water on Mars, was shot unalive at his home in California this week. So let's say he really did discover this. Is that why someone unalived him? Because other than that, what would make somebody target a scientist at his home and unalive him? So the feds already arrested the person who did it. His name was Freddie Snyder, and he was 29. I feel like the water on Mars thing is a stretch. But is it weird that a scientist was unalived? Yeah, but for the reasons they said, I don't think that's it.
The elites have seen the future and they didn't like what they saw, which is why they're trying to change the future. This is called Project Looking Glass. So the government created a device that was reverse engineered from alien technology, allegedly from the Roswell crash thing. And they created a device that could see into the future and they could see different timelines and different future possibilities. And they didn't like what they saw because the timelines got fixed and they couldn't see any other variations, and they only saw one variation back in 2012 when things stopped working. In the Infinity War movie, Doctor Strange looks at all the future outcomes and they only find one where they could win, and that's essentially what Project Looking Glass is. But the government didn't see what they wanted to see, which is why they're releasing the files right now to speed things up, to get people all riled up, to create this unrest and revolution. Because when revolution happens, in which it should, because obviously pedophiles torturing kids and stuff is unacceptable. We must stop that. But they're doing that because they want to destabilize the world. There are nations overthrowing their leadership, and they want us to revolt and do the Rebel Alliance and Star Wars so that they can come in and fill in the power vacuum. Because they want everyone on one team. And the United States is everyone on one team in order to prepare to fight the next threat. I believe that Christ already returned in the first century, and we're living in Satan's little season right now. I've already done videos on this, my Millennial Kingdom playlist on my page. Watch those videos, okay? I break it down as best I can. One day, Christ will appear in the sky with the Emerald City, the Crystal City. And in order to get all the humans to fight against Christ the Redeemer, against God, they have to get the New World Order set up first. That's why they release the files, get you all riled up to destabilize the world, and then come in and fix everything. And then there's all peace and prosperity. Aliens are going to show up, and they're going to say that Christ is aliens, and they're going to get all of us to act like this and fight against the aliens, who is going to be Christ in the air. Everything is about Jesus, man. These people doing stuff in the files, they're not just depraved people. They're literally sacrificing to little g, false gods, dark entities, Moloch. And you still think that this Jesus and God is not real? It's going to be just like this probably, or similar. Some crazy stuff is going to be in the sky. And they're going to be like, oh, aliens. No, it's God. If you take part in the revolution, just know after the revolution will be the New World Order. Prepare yourself.
These people, these elites really want to create chaos. Once they create chaos, we start wilding out, giving them our energy, you know, what they really want. Then they gonna come in, and try to be the hero. They want everybody to be like, my hero, my hero. No, we gotta vibrate super high, raise our frequency to the max, okay? And discern some of these things that's gonna be coming our way. But anyway, family, what do I know? Comment down below.
Look, in ancient days, Mesopotamia, which is an ancient place, they were also warning us about fish people, sea creatures. But people today don't know this because we don't even look into stuff like this. All different type of sea creatures were depicted all in ancient areas. Why is that? Maybe because these sea creatures were always amongst us. And guess what? They programmed us through Disney movies, which I'm about to show you guys right now.
Wait, it feels like it's still there.
Yeah, that's called Phantom Tail. You'll get used to it.
Mind you, there was no entertainment back in those days. They were all warning us.
So they know that giants exist. Is it ironic to y'all that it came out that there was possibly the tomb of Gilgamesh, who was a giant found in the region of Iraq, and then immediately after that, guess who got their hands in it? America. America invades Iraq. And I wonder why. But I mean, cat's out the bag. We know why. It was for the tomb of Gilgamesh. But then they come out with like this ancestry, I think it was like 23andMe, to see people's DNA to see if it matches up with what they found in Iraq. They understand and they know that giants existed. Remember, the Bible says that the giants existed before, the Nephilim existed before the flood, and then they were on the earth also after the flood. So these people know, they understand that ancient history and the Bible is completely true, it's completely real, but they want to blind us to it. They want to leave us in the dark.
You know how much videos is out there right now with the whole Gilgamesh talk?
Hold up.
We been on that. We was talking about that a few videos now. Everybody's talking about the U.S. military, because of Hillary Clinton, went back and got Gilgamesh's body. There's a lot being talked right now about Gilgamesh. They really trying to wake that man up, or, you know, put his soul back into him. This is a crazy world. Dark, twisted, upside down, stranger things. Drop it down below. Let me know what y'all thought about that.
Eyes on in the building. Yeah. Purple skies above me. We locked in. Purple skies on my side, feeling way too alive.
The veil is cracked.
Now they looking surprised eyes. I don't chase vibes, I decide and I rise. Eyes on energy, I'm the proof, I'm the sign. Purple skies when I slide, oh,
the veil has thinned out.
no stress and I was made for it now. Purple skies in my eyes, you can see it somehow. I'm too up, I'm too lit, let the whole thing bounce. I've been calm, but I'm focused, I'm sharp when I speak.
Look at that.
If it's not about growth, it's not for me to keep.
Look at that, family.
I can tell what you want just by how you move your feet.
Turn pressure to power, turn loss into lesson. I was down for a minute, now it feel like a blessing, but I don't
outside at the right time, bro.
Had to empty the noise so my spirit could listen. Eyes on my chest, that's a stamp, that's a code.
Is it real? Like,
Hold up, family. It just came to me just now, like a download. What that remind y'all of? Like, really though, think about it before I say it. What that remind y'all of? I'ma let you know. Thor. The bridge, the rainbow bridge that Thor smashed. Everything in your movies is in reality also. So the ice giants can't come across and invade Asgard? That is crazy, family. That is the same bridge right there. That's not no rainbow. That's a bridge. Let's keep it moving.
what is this? I'm kind of scared, but
That's
I'm
the
not,
Asgard bridge.
What is it?
That's insane.
What the fuck is that?
Fam, wow.
There's a huge hole in the ground in China where they discovered this entire, like, totally separate ecology. And the geology is totally separate from what's above land. And yes, it's real. As a matter of fact, there's a few places like that on Earth. Now, these things exist. The one I was trying to go to was a 4-hour hike to get there. And then you have to rappel about 200 meters into this opening in the Earth, and then you land in an area where there's an actual beach. Underground, there's a beach, okay? It's got its own system down there. Forests, jungles. There are these giant openings in the Earth that open up. No, not a hollow Earth. But you gotta realize the mass of the Earth itself allows for massive openings in areas that can hold maybe even millions of people. Because we only live on the outside surface, the skin. There's so much mass on this planet, you know, in terms of the depth that it has. In there are huge openings that go on for hundreds of miles, sometimes maybe even for thousands of miles. These honeycomb-shaped openings that life exists.
Since everybody's so excited that Trump's going to get us disclosure, finally, it's happening. After all these decades, we're finally going to get the right kind of disclosure. Here's what I want to know. Here's the kind of shit I want to know. First and foremost, the first thing I want to know is about the Creator Treaty. How did all this happen? Because supposedly they had two options. They had one option from the Greys and the other one was from the Pleiadians. It's 1954, Dwight Eisenhower's president, and he goes missing. Okay, supposedly he was getting a tooth fixed, but that was the cover story. That was the overlay for the underlay. What really happened is he was meeting with a group of aliens called the Pleiadians. They show up, they're in a ship, they're in silver jumpsuits, and you know the Pleiadians, the Nordics, tall, 10 to 15 feet tall, pure white skin, long blonde hair, crystal blue eyes, and they speak to the president and his, I think it was 2 Secret Service members telepathically. Now I wrote this down. Here's what the Pleiadians offer our government. Unlimited clean energy, just straight off the bat. They would also provide technology beyond human belief, the end of disease, no more sickness, no more disease, nada. Cancer, what cancer? To exceed our lifespan to 300 years plus, and to enter us into the golden age of no poverty and no suffering. These things that they were going to give us on our planet, and all they wanted was one thing. They wanted our government to neutralize our nuclear warheads, our nuclear weapons, get rid of them. Be done with them. So before the Pleiadians leave Dwight Eisenhower to make this decision, they tell him, listen, I need you to make your decision because there's another group of aliens coming here to talk to you. They're not as nice as us. Don't trust them. And in come the Greys. Who else did you think they were talking about? The Greys. So in come the Greys and they say, hey, listen, you can keep your nuclear weapons. We don't care about the nuclear weapons, but we want your humans. What do you mean, what do we want to do with your humans? We want to do experiments on them. We want to see how they're evolving. We want to probe and traumatize them and also impregnate them in some instances. And in other instances, re-abduct them over and over and over again. And then make them forget that it happened. We'll give you some technology and we'll give you our bodies too. Do whatever you want with them, but you'll have the best technology ever and you get to keep your little boom, boom, pow, pows. Which decision do you think they made? Are we cancer free? Are we living to 300-400 years old? Absolutely not. My kind of disclosure, why did you make that decision? I want to know answers like that. It's always been about money. Always.
Diabolical. This man sold us out to the damn devil, okay? He sold us out. Damn. We could have been good. Perfect. Technology, we aging well, no diseases, we don't need no money. But no. Bazinga. That damn devil chose to roll with the damn devil, okay? They didn't have no good intentions for us from the beginning. This is why I don't understand why some people go hard for politics. They don't care about you. Because if they did care about us, we wouldn't be going through this. We had the perfect deal. I mean, that first deal was immaculate. Top of the top. Creme de la creme with a cherry on top. But this man chose to go the other route. We get experimented on. You know, it's all effed up. We keep the nuclear bombs. Mass destruction. That's how the devil rolls.
They've been telling us since 1999, guys, when The Mummy first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. It's not a game. Pay attention. Wow. What? No way. Wow. You see what's going on here? Since 1999, they've been trying to show us this. Don't say it.
Subliminals,
What did that
man.
mummy mean when it said the language of the slaves? Why, when he showed that certain thing, he automatically said he could use him for something? I mean, you know what time is it? Shh! Shut up! They've been showing us since
language.
1999 when this movie came out, and we thought it was just a movie. Now we're starting to see that it had a deeper meaning. He showed him that, and then he said he could use him, and then he offered him something. Does it sound familiar? Come on, guys, you know what it is. Do I have to really tell you? Shh! Shut up! I mean, they already told you. If you was paying attention. That's why, as you get older, you gotta go back and watch these movies because you start to see things you didn't see when you was younger. Which is absolutely nothing because this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is one of my favorite movies. The Mummy. Classic. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. What did he mean? Why, when he showed that, he was ready to work with him? Let me know.
He showed him that star. You know that star. After he showed him that star, he said the language of the slaves. Who were the slaves? I'm waiting.
What?
Huh? I'm not gonna say it, but that was a big hint. Like always, they tell you in your movies. They even let you know who you really are in the movies on the low. If you know the answer, drop it down in the comments. Let's keep it moving.
Well, would you looky here? Iran says that the US is being controlled by tall, white aliens. Why didn't I say Iran? I don't feel like messing with y'all today. Savannah Guthrie, is the whole world being controlled by aliens? The world is controlled by Satanists. What do Satanists do? They worship Satan, the fallen angels, and the demons, which are the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim. Really simple. So we have Iran that says we're being controlled by tall, white aliens, and then we have ex-government in Israel saying that the U.S. is working with aliens.
Aliens or demons, I saw it on a video.
Can you calm down for a dang minute? By the way, this picture came from Mexico. I've been telling y'all for literal years that what is going to happen in this great deception, this greatest deception, is a good cop, bad cop, with the white tall aliens are going to be the good guys, supposedly, and the grays are going to be the bad guys. And the whites are going to help us take out the grays. Get it? Arrival, we've been seeing these things literally everywhere. So absolutely, of course, they're working with these evil beings. And yes, they are evil. Seeing a lot of people on Twitter try to claim like they're not evil. But at the same time, coming from someone who studied whistleblowers that passed away after they talked and read hundreds of declassified documents spanning almost 2 decades, I can tell you they're not just demons. This is a great, massive deception. There's blue beams going to be active, there's fallen angels, there's demons, and then like I always try to tell y'all, there are flesh suits. Please hear me, I've proven this over the past few years. There are biological creations under our feet, and they hold the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, the demons. But it's not only the flesh suits. We also have things coming through walls, interdimensional creatures. And we also have holograms. There's a lot of different stuff. And US ships are calling UFOs. And all the people on Earth are working with and worshiping these things. I'll make a long YT video in 1 hour proving all this in great detail. See you there.
That ship you seen, that was in his background, that was from Mexico. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's the ugliest bootleg ship I ever seen in my life, okay? What happened to the Tic Tacs? The round, pancake looking things. This goofy ship that we seen in his background, hot on fire on the internet right now. But that ship looked bootleg. Miss me with that one. That must be a Project Bluebeam. For real. Comment down below.
In the world of the elite, symbols are more than just artistic expression. They are a secret language. Celebrities aren't just entertainers. They're key players in a hidden global structure controlled by the Illuminati. A sold-out stadium.
Thank y'all so much.
A song ends. The crowd erupts as a performer raises their hands forming a triangle in front of their face. But some of us see something more than just the gesture. It's a signal of loyalty and obedience, a promise that whatever deal they made, they're holding up their end. Those who hold the triangle in front of their face, especially their eye, that's the signal that they're keeping watch over their audience. They're not just influencing their fans, they're monitoring them. And when they show the triangle, that's an acknowledgement that they're in the hierarchy, on one of the steps of the pyramid. But the Illuminati has plenty of eyes on us who aren't yet in the pyramid, but they watch us all the same. The signal for these initiates is covering one eye. If they remain loyal and do their duty, they too can join the pyramid. In addition to the watchers, there are the disruptors. Spot them with this sign. The index finger and pinky raised with the middle and ring fingers folded down. Basically, the rock-on gesture, also known as the goat. This symbol represents the Baphomet. It signifies rebellion against the established order and devotion to Illuminati's global control. Next are the prospects. They use the OK gesture, where the index finger and thumb form a circle while the other three fingers are extended. This represents the number 666. This sign is often used by those within the entertainment industry to communicate that they're willing to use their wealth and power to be part of the Illuminati's agenda of control. Finally, there's this one, hands down folded into a diamond shape. You'll see this in formal settings like public ceremonies or award shows. It indicates senior status and high rank in the Illuminati power structure. You'll mostly see this displayed by political and business leaders. These symbols not only signal allegiance to the Illuminati, but also condition the public, quietly preparing society for the New World Order. And every time you see these symbols, you're witnessing a hidden conversation, a dialogue between those who control the world and those who aspire to. You're watching generals give orders to soldiers, and soldiers acknowledging those orders. They're telling us everything they're doing. We just have to learn to read the signs. Every day we're surrounded by symbols, on our money and advertisements, and flashed by celebrities on the red carpet. Are secret societies using these symbols to control us? Or is this all a coincidence? Well, let's start with the dollar bill. The pyramid and the all-seeing eye on the $1 bill is the reverse side of the Great Seal of the United States. And we know what the symbols mean because they wrote it down when they were designing it.
The pyramid signifies strength and duration. The eye over it and the motto allude to the many signal interpositions of Providence in favor of the American cause. The date underneath is that of the Declaration of Independence, and the words under it signify the beginning of the new American era, which commences from that date.
Charles Thompson was secretary to Congress. He took the ideas from 3 committees and created the final design. There could absolutely be a hidden meaning there, but it's probably not Masonic. Of all the men on the 3 committees, there was only one Freemason, Benjamin Franklin. He didn't suggest any Mason symbols. And even if he did, it didn't matter. All his ideas were rejected. Plus, the Great Seal wasn't on the dollar before 1935. Until then, the back just said 1. Then there's the hidden owl, often linked to Bohemian Grove and the secret gatherings of elites. Now, that's not debunked. It's still being debated. Some people think it looks more like a spider than an owl. Another explanation is that the design makes it harder to counterfeit the bill, but nobody really knows. Now, what about the hand gestures celebrities make, like forming a triangle or covering one eye? Now, I can't prove Justin Bieber isn't in the Illuminati, but I'm pretty sure he's not part of a group controlling the world.
I heard that if you play Despacito backwards, it says, "Eat bugs, live in a pod."
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Despacito.
I'll admit it's tempting to imagine what the world would be like if Kanye West was in charge.
Yeah, him no.
I believe that my calling is to be the leader of the free world.
Okay, maybe not Kanye. But the truth is, these celebrities are making these signs because they think it's cool. And the ones that know about the Illuminati story are doing it just to be edgy. Because if I was in the Illuminati, I'd want a lot more colonels and soldiers and a lot less, well...
Despacito.
Right.
Family, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, do you remember back like around 2000s when that whole Rock Nation Rockefeller was like really popular? This man, Jay-Z, had everybody throwing up diamonds, okay? We wasn't as, tapped in like we tapped in now. So he definitely had damn near everybody throwing it up if you was listening to hip-hop. Especially if you was going to house parties, the songs came on. He was throwing up that diamond sign, Diabolical. He definitely had me. But I'm glad and happy I came up out of that crap. I don't even listen to that ish anymore. Let's keep it moving.
The Freemasons and the Knights Templar are real organizations.
I'm Timothy Hogan, Grand Master of the Knights Templar.
And they have a lot of secrets, which only fuel speculation. Both groups do perform rituals and use symbols, that's true. But there's no obvious connection to them in what we'd call the present-day Illuminati. That's not to say a secret government doesn't exist. You know, I believe it does. I don't think it's necessarily a group of occultists or Satan worshippers.
Yeah, they're still evil, though.
Well, go watch our Project Bluebeam video. I make some allegations against globalist groups like the WEF, CFR, Club of Rome, and the Trilateral Commission. In that episode, I describe what they're trying to do. At least what I think they're trying to do. You decide for yourself if you think they're evil.
Yeah, definitely evil.
So I can't fully debunk all the claims about Illuminati symbolism, but I do think a lot of it is urban legend, coincidence, and our tendency to make connections that aren't there. I don't think there's a group called the Illuminati, but I do think there's a group of elites working together, acting like the Illuminati. Like I said, I'm working on an episode where I name names, though I might have to post that on the podcast. I've been pushing my luck with YouTube lately. But I will be doing another Illuminati video focused on a whistleblower who said she was brainwashed as a child and trafficked by a secret group of wealthy elites. Unfortunately, we know that this does happen.
Show us the client list.
Never gonna happen. But when we release the episode that covers the families and organizations that I believe are secretly running the world, I bet some of those names are on that list. And that reminds me. Here's today's paper. I'm in perfect health. I'm not depressed. I don't like heights, and I have no plans on visiting Lake Mead anytime soon. You know.
Zone family. First of all, shout out to the Y-Files. I love this dude. And the Golden Fish. On another hand, these people like literally corrupted a lot of people. All these celebrities, all right? They was doing things way beforehand. We ain't know anything. We ain't know any better. But we was following the trend, okay? Following the trend straight to the pit. And there's a lot of people that still haven't waken up yet. Straight in the pit. Like they swimming in the pit. They don't want to listen to nothing. When you tell them about this stuff, you just following crazy people. You talking crazy, this, down, the third. A lot of people are really like that. They don't want to hear nothing. They just want to keep partying and following these celebrities. I don't get it. But anyway, family, let me know what y'all thought about. Ready? Start. Robots. AI. Insane, bro. It malfunction right now. Cool. That's wild.
Also, vehicles somewhere going on.
That's insane. That's wild. Wow, third player view. Look at these AIs. They ready for the field. Wow. 2026 is a big change. These things will be on these streets pretty soon. Patrolling. Controlling. Diabolical. Monstrous diabolical.
From Egypt?
No, I'm from the Paranormal.
Have you ever been to Egypt?
Yeah, we in Egypt now. America's Egypt. A lot of people don't know. Look at all the pyramids around here. But I'm not from America. I'm not from this plane. I'm actually from the Paranormal. Yeah. I'm a direct descendant of Sophia.
Sophia, Miss Sophia, I heard you talk about Sophia in a while.
Yeah, I'm a direct descendant of the goddess that created everything. It was feminine energy that created everything. Yeah. A lot of people don't know. The life energy was feminine energy because it was blown into man by woman. Woman energy, right? Because the only way we can describe the energy is giving it a name. We understand masculine as man. We understand feminine as woman. So, but it's not male or female, right? It's just the energy and what they do, right? And masculine energy, we notice that most males possess that. But they possess both, but they don't activate their feminine energy. Everything possesses the masculine and the feminine energy.
The movie House Party, I'm gonna make this real short and sweet.
Good one today.
The movie House Party was not just about kids having fun at parties. Take a look at Kid. Look behind him, you will see a radio. You think that radio is just there because it's the 90s? No, the radio is there because it's symbolically letting you know this is when the programming black people with music started to take full effect. Before he even woke up and that radio was behind him, look at what he was dreaming about. He's dreaming about a house party. Now, how programmed or hooked you gotta be to music to be actually dreaming about it as if it's the only thing in the world to do. I know a lot of people gonna be like, bro, it was the 90s, we was lit. This is what we used to do back in the days, have fun, have parties.
Word.
They're not showing you how fun it was in the 90s. They showing you how music can be a spell. There was a scene when Kid approached the DJ. The music he was playing, he felt like it was boring and he felt like the party was dead. But the elderly folks didn't think that it was dead. They was dancing to the music and they was, getting their groove on. But as soon as Kid started rapping and displaying his music, they looked at him like they wanted to stone him to death. He was like, throw your hands up in the air, throw your hands up in the air. And this lady right here threw her hands up like a cop said freeze. They don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. Some would say they don't want to listen to that type of music because they grew up on a different era of music. But actually, this is the representation of being brainwashed. They're brainwashed to only accept the music they was raised on, and they don't have an open mind for anything else. Their mind is closed. If you don't hear the new generation music, then you will never understand your kids, your children, because they're going to bring it to you. And notice I said hear, which means hear what they're saying, not actually listen to it. Notice when they all interfered with the elderly party, the woman in the crowd told the police they're not pressing charges. And he was like, why? And she said this, they don't need to be put in jail. They just need discipline. And even though Kid was disciplined and had a strict father who was always on his ass, make sure he going to school, making sure he, doing what he's supposed to be doing, he still ended up disobeying his father. He was the only parent in the movie that actually walked the streets to look for his son. He was even getting harassed by cops and still was looking for his son that night. Then when he returns home, finally, he gets in the bed and tried to act like he'd been in bed this whole time so his daddy wouldn't know. But look, there he is again in front of this radio. Now, of course, his father beat the living hell out of him that night. And this is an example of the music is a spell and it's programming. He knew his daddy was going to beat the hell out of him. He knew he had an ass whooping coming, but he did not care. All he cared about was getting laid and, of course, just having fun. And he was willing to get beat down for it. And that's a big dude, too. So, he gonna wear his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it was the music that led him to do all those things. And off the record, man, these dudes had on the same damn clothes all damn day, throughout the whole damn movie. Bro, they been having them clothes on since this morning. All the way to the nighttime, bro. Them boys didn't freshen up or nothing. Didn't have the nerve to try to go to the party. Boy, y'all. How in the hell you gonna go to a party musty? Boys didn't took no bath, didn't freshen up, nothing, bro. And what was up with the Kool-Aid in this movie, bro? Yes, black people like Kool-Aid, but dang, talk about glorifying the stereotypes. She got the watermelon earrings, the Kool-Aid, the big man in the back with the Kool-Aid. Man, look at all that damn sugar he pouring in that Kool-Aid. We thought it was funny and cool to have our Kool-Aid sweet back then.
Chill.
But in today's generation, hell no. Us black people trying to stay away from sugar. Because now we woke and we see everything on the shelf is straight poison.
Do you agree with that theory? Music corrupt these young kids. You was once a kid. You think music had a big influence on you? I mean, I'm sure you probably have an opinion. For me, music had a huge influence on me, okay? Like, I love music. Till this day, I love music. But I had to switch up on how I listen to the music. Like now, we create our own music at the Higher Zone. It's all about lifting the people up, high vibration, and we talking about good topics. It's not about rah, rah, rah. That rah, rah, rah ain't no good. Low vibrational. They want to keep you in the red state, root chakra. We want to be up here, crown chakra. And yeah, we laying off that Kool-Aid also, all that sugar. We used to think it used to be cool, but now that you figuring out all these things they putting in the food, all the sugar they giving you, it's really to keep you down. Straight poison. Straight poison. But anyway, family, let me know what y'all thought about that theory.
Yep, if you see this red moon, you need to get out immediately, as a very eerie omen is about to commence, one where we won't escape its wrath, and this is it. People were terrified after scientists are now sounding the alarm for March 3rd, that our moon will not only never be the same again as it's turning red for 83 minutes and turning the night sky red for 6 billion people, but it will change everything on our planet for the worst, and this is exactly what we've been warned about for years. Haunting biblical verse from Revelation 6:12 warns us of when the moon turns red, the great and terrible day of the Lord will be upon us very soon. And this will all happen after earthquakes, famine, and widespread diseases. And this is exactly what has just happened, as recent years face an unusual high record of earthquakes hitting about 7.0 magnitude in several parts of China, Afghanistan, Philippines, and Japan, to over 27 countries in parts of Africa and Asia suffering food shortages right now, to even 6 diseases resurfacing despite once being eradicated, leaving many saying we are watching the prophecy being fulfilled in front of our eyes, with this moon being the last one. But do you believe in any of this?
Here's the deal. They have been desensitizing us since we were born. And I'll give you some examples. Let's start with the big one. Let's start with words we hear all the time and never even think about. Let's start with the word entertainment. To entertain. What does that mean? To bind or hold. To bind or hold what? An audience's attention. Okay, now let's take the word Hollywood. Where does that come from? Well, Hollywood comes from the holly tree. And the ancient druids back in the day used to take the holly tree, make wands to weave spells, cast spells, or channel spells. And when they needed help, they would consult the magi's or the mediums of the day to help channel their spells to the population. We'll cut to today. What do we have in our houses? We have these black boxes. What are they called? TVs. But if you stop and you say the word television, and when you turn on that television, what do you get? What's the first thing that pops up? A list of channels. And when you turn on those channels, what's on those channels?
Programs.
Programming. They are programming you. They've been programming your whole life. You don't even know it. They do it with your music. They do it with your TV. They do it with your movies. They do it with your games. They have been programming us and programming you since you were little, and you don't even know it because you don't even question it. Look, it's pretty simple if you think about it. To control the population, you have to control the people messaging the population. Some of these stars have 20, 30 million followers. That's more followers than CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC. These people have to be controlled. They can't just go off a message and start saying whatever they want to say.
Influence.
They have to be somewhat reined in. They have to be controlled, or they do not get the platform to have the voice that they have.
Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the ball. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long, when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't care about you at all, at all, at all. Man, you know? And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant, because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
If you stop for a second and you just look at the bigger picture.
Zone family, was he cooking or not? Let me know down below. Was it facts or cap?
I think they just cloned Ghislaine Maxwell. Did you see her?
I was gonna say that. That's not even her.
Yeah, she was looking real different.
You look like the
She look like
cafeteria
the
ladies.
Beatles.
Seeing that eating in that cell, I could see the weight gain, but your nose changing shape and ear placement different.
That's not her.
Here's the thing about getting older. Your ears and your nose, they grow, but they don't change. So the shape was different. She has a pointy nose, but now she has like a rounded nose. And the wig looked like Party City wig. It did not look like her, bro.
Not your Party City wig.
They cloned it.
Bro,
Cloned
it
it.
ain't no way that Biden dude was the same original Biden.
Ain't no way. How do you get taller?
How do your ears connect and then disconnect?
Growth spurt at 70.
Do you guys remember that chick? I'm telling you right now, that guy back there. It was the chick on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at her when that video was actually captured, and then I saw another video where she was like, "Oh yeah, this is what happened." I promise you, it's not the same chick.
It's not her.
It's not her.
Here's the thing that's funny about her. Remember, she came back out of nowhere, right? She has a website and all this other stuff. So if you check the website, she has a website, right? Where she has like merch and all this other stuff.
Right.
So tell me where her website was made. It was actually made a mile away from the White House.
Dun, dun, dun.
You can look up the IP and everything.
They're rigging the game with black magic. They worshiping the devil. They summoning demons. They pulling all of these. This is why I like being in Africa, because you play with them, they storming the White House, man.
And they're gonna stone you.
Nigga, they finna kill you in the street.
Same.
Ghislaine? Do I know you? You know Ghislaine?
No, sorry.
No? Oh, I used
Look
to
like
order
Ghislaine
have
to
a
me.
pizza off for
really?
Shally delivered, yeah.
My grandfather, Joe Biden, does have a twin. And that twin is currently pretending to be Joe Biden in the White House.
Good old Bo.
Unfortunately, my grandfather, Joe Biden, passed away about 4 years ago. But, you know, he had built up this really long political career, and my family still wanted to have a bit of power in the U.S. government, so we just replaced Joe with his twin brother, Bo.
So yeah, if you were paying attention way back in 2020, you would have already known this. Earlobes do not change with time. That is a genetic trait that you're born with. So how come he has attached earlobes now when before they were detached? It doesn't make any sense. They have been hinting to us the truth the entire time. Do you remember when he got sick and then was away for a few days and then showed up as a super tall person? He's like 6'4" here or taller, but in real life he's only listed as 6 foot tall. And his wife, Jill Biden, is only 5'6". So how could you be this much taller? It's like an entire foot. That's like 12 inches taller instead of just 6 inches. My theory about all this is much different than what people might think. Everyone thinks that he's a criminal and that he was executed by the Q military team, but I actually think he was always working with Q because one, this is way too ridiculous. This wouldn't actually happen. They're just doing this as part of a movie to make people laugh and to point fingers at Joe Biden as being a criminal character, but I think he's just playing the villain. I don't think he actually committed any crimes and was actually working with the Q team to drain the swamp and destroy all the evil in the world. And he just had to play this part of being the feeble old man so that they could wake up the population and tell them that the people in the government are not helping you. They are trying to manipulate you. And he showed that there are people who will exploit those in power and basically run the government through politicians from behind the scenes.
If that's not Joe Twin, it's a damn reptilian cloaked under his skin, okay? Again, if that's not Joe, it's a damn reptilian. I don't believe none of these people at this point. These people sold us out and they keep selling us out. They tell us they're gonna do one thing, they do the other. It's one big party, one big movie, and everybody's acting.
This is a human, so yes, please enjoy.
It's actually much easier to eat than the horse.
I agree with you. You know, it's much more tender. I think it was the 12 days on the brine.
I think for me it's a reminder that we are meant to eat long pig.
Tender. He's true. So he's probably pretty old. It could have been a heart attack.
A car wreck. I mean, maybe Russell was a terrible driver.
We really trying to guess on how this guy checked out. So would it taste better if he jumped off a cliff?
Probably.
I mean, it's better if they don't know that death is coming, because then you don't get the shock of adrenaline, and that does make things
releases cortisol.
Exactly. So it's better if they're stunned and then. So maybe a heart attack or a car accident would create that kind of
something stronger than this.
I feel it's a tribute to.
We're getting to push the boundaries. I mean,
I come into it,
but culinary experiences right now so exciting. That
you don't want to offend them. I'd say just down there. Yeah, come on.
Use your fingers.
But also, waste.
Read it, brother.
Waste not, want not. I mean, food scarcity and all that kind of stuff.
We just took a L.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Now, what do you think of the long pig?
I can't quite put my finger on it.
Think of the stories you can tell.
I mean,
I don't know if I want to tell this.
Thank you.
Could we have a moment of silence for Russell?
Oh, that's a great idea.
It feels right to me. To Russell.
To Russell.
L to the no. Big L, okay? Monstrous L. He was good by putting it down. Then he picked it up and ate it. Poor Russell. Oh, diabolical, man. Why y'all did Russell like that? Long pig? You lose. Pause. And they got like a pause to it also. Oh, that's diabolical, family. Monstrous, super diabolical. Matter of fact, diabolical of the year. He violated by eating that long pig. Pause. Ew, family. Nah, comment down below. Let me know if y'all have some of that long pig. Pause.
Check my lights, and they're not bent, broken, or cracked. My name is Sierra. I live in Katy, Texas. I'm a truck driver. I've been driving for 8 years. And I'm addicted to snorting cleaning powder. Smells good. The smell drew me into it, and it feels really, really good. And when I'm sniffing it, it's amazing. I even got my nails to match the cleaning powder. It's my favorite color. This is lemon scented, and I love
Zone family. I want y'all to let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments. Seriously.
Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's food. This is chicken ramen. It's been burning for about 18 minutes now.
Underneath it, you'll see the chemicals that came off of it still burning. And it's still intact. Imagine trying to digest that. That's crazy.
It's a song for me.
This is what I think of when people are like, hey, Hawk, you want to go check out that new Indian restaurant that just opened up? No. No.
Nah, Hawk, crazy.
Hey, mister, what is that? Misty. What in there? I'm recording it. What the hell is that?
They call them lightning balls. I think it's more than that. That's a strong spirit. That's what it is. A very strong spirit. Nah, that's a strong spirit, fam. Wow.
Venía corriendo una persona, se quemó, weón.
Wow. That was a gas tank carrying some kind of gas chemical that spread out like that. Then it blew up. Wow. That's insane, family.
Weón, la gente que venía de allá arriba, weón. ¡Salgan de ahí! ¡Salgan de ahí! ¡Salgan de ahí! ¡Salgan de ahí!
That was a huge fatality right there. One of those gas trucks flipped over on the highway and and that gas started spreading, and something sparked it and it blew up. 7 people, not here with us anymore, and 14 are injured. Prayers for those people out there. Let me know what y'all thought about that, Zone family.
The United Nations just officially declared that Earth has now entered a water bankruptcy, and they're saying that it might be impossible to reverse. So the United Nations just dropped a report basically out of nowhere, and the terminology that they're using alone is insane. They're now saying that Earth has officially entered what they're calling a water bankruptcy, and for many parts of the world, they say that the damage is already done. Okay. They're basically saying to think of water like it's a bank account, because rain and snowmelt is your paycheck, and then groundwater and glaciers is your savings account. They say that we have now been spending way more than nature is able to put back, and now we're draining savings that actually take thousands of years to refill. And here's where it gets insane, by the way, because they say that 70% of the world's major water supplies are all in decline. Half of all major lakes have already shrunk since the 90s, and 4 billion people already experience severe water scarcity every single year. Dude, this obviously isn't a warning about the future, because the UN is saying that we are already past the crisis, and for some of the systems there's no going back. They are basically coming out and telling us that Earth might be running out of water, and GTA 6 still isn't even out yet.
Family, I do not trust the UN. The UN is a bunch of scammers, okay? One of the best of the scammers. How we running out of water, bro? There's infinite water underneath the earth. And it's been proven many years ago and even now. So how are we running out of water? You guys want to control the water. Y'all want to use y'all special machine to stop it from raining, spraying the sky to stop it from raining. This is what's really going on. Ain't no way we running out of water. Who are you guys to be saying this? Y'all really want to keep playing God. Diabolical. Okay, diabolical. But anyway, family, let me know if y'all really believe we running out of water or no. Let me know in the comments.
I think that like TVs and phones and computers and stuff, they're kind of eerily similar to like scrying mirrors used by witches, you know?
Facts.
Let me explain. So you got the television, where they tell a vision, right? And on their television, they have some broadcasting of spells, yeah. And then they got the channels, kind of like channeling of spells. Got the programs, the mental programming, you know? Devices. It just so happens that the notorious druid wizards made their wands from Hollywood? Oh, the wood of a holly tree. That's a cool coincidence there. You know? You got your cell phone, prison cell, with your lock screen, you know? Got the internet, networking, you know? What are you using net for? I think you use a net to catch people, you know, kind of to trap people. A web site, kind of like a spider web, you know, also used to trap things. Monitor? Who are they monitoring? A server? Who are we serving? What are we serving, you know? Why is it called a firewall? Why is it called a freaking mouse? You know, don't they test on mice in labs? And you got your keyboard? Key to what? You know, what doors am I opening with my keyboard, you know? What are these keys leading to, you know? Am I onto something, or am I schizo? Am I schizo? Oh, I'm back on schizogram. He's totally schizo.
I definitely like what you're doing. Thinking out the box. But anyway, family, let me know what y'all thought about that.
People are once again becoming suspicious of CERN after looking back on some of the things they've done in the past. Quickly, for those who may not know, CERN is known as one of the biggest and most advanced research facilities in the world. They're also known for having the biggest particle accelerator in the world, which is meant to smash atoms together so that they can discover the nature of reality. And while this organization sounds like it'd be all science, no games, many people have pointed out some of their strange events that they have right before turning on their particle accelerator. Some have even gone as far as believing that these are some sort of rituals or religious ceremonies, which would be very strange for an organization that's supposed to be completely dedicated to science. But what really caught people's attention was back in 2017 when a man recorded a group of people in black robes gathered outside of CERN's headquarters at around 3 a.m. performing some sort of ritual. The general public was eventually told that this was just a prank, but many people believe that something deeper was happening here and that CERN itself is doing more than just researching the nature of reality. Theories regarding CERN have ranged from them using their particle accelerator to shift or change our timelines to them using their particle accelerator to open up portals to a demonic realm. Believe it like, let me know what you think about it.
There was a massive biolab that just got broken up, and the house was owned by a Chinese national. Right. Now, this is connected to 2023 in Reedley, California, where this biolab that he owned as well, where it had Ebola, HIV, malaria, and all these other toxic diseases and whatnot. Had that, he gets locked up. Now, this house that they just found out here, same thing. They didn't have any labels on them, but they can assume that this person who owned it had the same thing because it was in a refrigerator with all these unknown liquids. They confiscated it and they said it's linked to this guy because he owned it. Now, what's crazy is I did a video on it and I went over there myself and I checked it out. And I was looking at the house and investigating and I'm like, okay, hold on. right down the street, not even half a block away, just steps away, there is a massive reservoir and pumping station. So you have a massive water supply right there, and you have this biolab there. So I'm thinking like, okay, what did they have plans? Because it sounds like, or it looks like, they wanted to dump all this stuff in here to affect not only just Vegas, but all Nevada. I believe that reservoir, if it's connected to Lake Mead, that's other states as well.
For sure.
So it can get crazy. And the property manager who they were using, he had multiple passports. He had a French passport, an Israeli passport. So it was a massive operation.
Yeah, infiltration.
Like, this is real life Bond shit. Because I don't remember, and I've seen all of the James Bond shits.
Damn,
There's
Resident
one
Evil.
where there is a guy from Spectre
Umbrella.
to poison a water supply, like to do that same shit.
Again, going back to illegals and ICE and whatnot, I mean, that's to stop that from happening, because these other countries are going to be playing 5D chess to where they can cripple America and set up biolabs all around America. Who knows how many other biolabs there are?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Probably all over.
The fact that
It's
you
not
have
the
to
first
say
one.
biolab, like shout out to Resident Evil. I'm just like,
for real. I mean, this is, we're looking at it. And again,
Great
two
minds
things can be
think
true.
alike.
The fact that, you know, they're playing on everybody's emotions, their energy. Like I said, the most important thing in life is energy. But we do have these guardrails that we need to put up because national security is at an all-time high. There's a lot of people who don't like Trump, who wants to see America fall, and that's just another telltale sign of these biolabs popping up.
Family, it's crazy he said Resident Evil. If you play Resident Evil before, they had these biolabs set up all around with diseases and cures. They put it in your movies, they put it in your video games. That is diabolical, family. We have to really pay attention and be aware. And why would they be doing that right by the water reservoir? That is crazy. That's the quickest way to contaminate people, through the water.
So there's one, and it's on one level. And then the other one, where is it? It's right here. It's right there. Now there's a third one, but I don't see that there's a way to get to it. That's, it's right in here. So that's where we're going. So that's the route down. It's kind of steep, but I think we could make it. We're going to give it a try anyways. Just came from up there, and this doesn't, this was okay. That's going to be the toughest part. So, yeah, I mean, it's doable. I'll just have to take my time. All right, made it down. And now we're going to right over in there. So the trail doesn't look too bad. The key is to get off on the right now. I think you see, let's see. You see right there in front where it kind of landslides down. I think that's the area we'll take to get over there to that. So working my way over to it. You can't see them now from the angle where we are.
Man, it's lucky.
This is pretty cool.
Black Hawks.
Big drop-offs. So I had a bit of a change of plans. I saw one way down and I passed it thinking there was another one, but I don't think there is. So we're going to go to the upper ruin, which should be just ahead, and we'll take a look at it first. All right, I'm moving along the cliff face here, and that's where I came down, right over there. And you can see we're right on the cliff face, but it's pretty neat. I think we're getting close to these, what we call the upper ruins. And, a little bit of a drop off here, but we'll try to work our way across it. So let me turn this off so I can concentrate on the climb, and we'll turn it on the other side. I just made it across that watch, but I didn't want to go any further ahead. I want to show you guys this because it just jumped right out at me.
The Grand Canyon give me that Moses vibes, okay? It gives me Moses vibes. Maybe it's a download. Maybe I'm remembering something. But the Grand Canyon definitely gives me the Moses vibes. When Moses went to grab the tabernacles with the 10 commandments, everybody was down there celebrating the golden bull, Baal, Moloch, whatever his name is. The Grand Canyon definitely give me those kind of vibes.
Y'all really believe that magic is a show, do you? You got a lot to learn. I'll be right back.
And demons.
He's eating real nails.
That's some demonish possession.
And watch how a nail's gonna come out of his nose. He does this on the street in front of people. Real quick, the video goes all the way through. I'm going to make the cuts in the video for this video. And I'm about to show you more in a second. So people think that this is like special effects and theatrics. What if I told you that contracts with demons go back to the very beginning? Don't believe me? Well, what is this? It was commonly known in the medieval ages that these people would enter into a contract with demons. The demons here then agree to be their slave as long as they live. But the catch is, when they inevitably die, and they will, the magician himself becomes slave to the very demon he made a contract with, making the demon their master. Eternally, forever. There are even many books on the subject. And this magic, spelled with a K, goes really deep, to even forfeiting your human soul to the demon of your choice for some kind of power. But you can't lose your soul. If you go to the grave serving demons, theoretically it's already gone. Not to mention the immense blasphemy you have to enter into. You didn't know there are people on this earth with actual powers. They don't really belong to them, though. They belong to the demons. It's funny to me, Christians don't believe that.
I mean, just think of the showdown between Moses and the sorcerers when Moses was using the power of God to bring all these signs and these great wonders, and the sorcerers were doing the same thing, but by the power of pagan magic. And that's not all. There's hundreds of stories in the Bible about magicians and sorcerers and real magic. For instance, when King Solomon went evil and started worshiping these gods because of one of his wives.
Let me show you some more witchcraft that's right in the open.
Okay, shake, much more, shake it, stop. Over the cat. What? That's it. Slower, right? Wow. Because now CO2 is in my head. Watch. 1, 2, 3, go.
Stop being ignorant. They show you what they do. The word right behind me is a word for intimacy. Intimacy magicians. Y'all don't remember that Red Hot Chili Pepper album? The way that our society moves is in tune with magic, even if you don't know they're doing it. They even do it to birth certain people. We'll get into that tomorrow.
That was wild, family. David Blaine, he definitely working with some dark magic, okay? For a man to be eating nails and nails coming out your nose, brother, you need a soul cleansing, okay? And the other man who trapped the CO2, that was pretty wild. I ain't never seen nothing like that. I'm not into the magic-ish any damn way. Let me know what y'all thought about that.
And I'm happy to get on with you now to like clear up some stuff and then also send a message out to somebody who with something that I need that's important. Every time I do one wish, I try to jump out in the crowd and touch the people and sing the song with the people, because without the people and without the fans, without the people coming to the show, we're nothing, right? So I always want to go to the crowd. I always want to touch the people. Unfortunately, as it got crazy going in the back under the tunnel, somebody snatched my heart monitor off. If you have the heart monitor, just let us know how we can get it back, if possible, because I need it for analytics. It's important. If not, they'll put another heart monitor on me, but I don't have no data for the past 2 weeks. And so it affects like them, prescribing me what I need or telling me that I need to either slow down or I'm doing great. DM me, DM Melinda, TMZ, whoever, and let's meet up so I can at least get it back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all need from us, we'll give it back to you. Or we'll give you some cash or whatever. This isn't like some kind of like stunt that we're trying to pull or some kind of, theatrical campaign. Like, this is serious. And if I put another one on, it'll just start creating and finding the analytics from the day I put it on, not, the 2 weeks that I really needed it in these past 2 weeks.
That is diabolical, Ray J. Why you out there moving, grooving, vibing, and partying? You wilding out. Now somebody got your pacemaker, your monitor. That is wild, bro. What is wrong with this man? Brandy needs to keep him in the house, okay? This man is partying, jumping off stage, with his little monitor on the side like it's a fashion statement. Like, bro, you wilding out. You have to know when to slow down, fall back. This is the same situation that got you in that situation. Partying too damn hard. You definitely getting Diabolical of the Year, family. Definitely.
His wife was his cousin? You guys remember the dad that took the life of his wife and kid at a hockey game, right? Come to find out, after doing digging, his wife was also his cousin. They share a granddad, more specifically a great-granddad, which makes them first cousins once removed. And that's not the only thing going on with this family. Come to find out, his oldest son is the guy that was setting fires to black churches in Texas. So his wife is his cousin, his son is in jail for burning black churches. Also, he was on social media complaining about how his ex-wife didn't accept him for his new journey. Even divorced him when he got the surgery back in 2021. I feel more and more that we might be in a simulation, because what's going on in this family?
That family genetics is all messed up. The mother and the father is cousins, and the son is setting churches on fire. Diabolical. That whole chemistry is screwed up. This is what happened when you do that incest business. Everything go scrambling. Diabolical. Let me know what y'all thought about that. His mother was his mother. His dad was like his mother. I'm confused.
See a penny, pick it up. All day long you'll have good luck. Y'all remember that line from Grease Lightning? That was one of my favorite lines, for real. Let me break down the power of the penny for y'all. When I discussed portals, I talked about the power of the penny and how it's more than just a metal. It's a spiritual conduit. Copper conducts energy and it connects you to the earth. Why you think you see so many spiritual people wearing copper bracelets and necklaces? It's also tied to the planet Venus, aka Lucifer. I broke this down many times before, but let's stay on track. Venus is the planet of love, abundance, and attraction. In Hoodoo, copper is a powerhouse. Use pennies for everything. From prosperity to protection. It's been used in workings for centuries. When you bend down to pick that penny up, you not only just picking up a piece of loose chain, you aligning yourself to the frequency of wealth and abundance. Look, you know it's always a catch to something, right? They started phasing out real copper in 1982. They replaced it with zinc and a copper coating. That's why you see them shiny ass pennies. Ones that look real fake now. Because they are. They took something solid and turned it hollow. Shows you just how much society shifted from real value. Pre-1982 pennies though, they hit real differently. Carry that real energy. Pure, undiluted, and potent. Be that. In fact, know that. Pretty sure we discussed this a few videos back, but let's talk about the penny in the shoe method. I know this is a tried and true method in Hoodoo. You want to attract money and prosperity, grab a copper penny. Remember, before 1982 though. The older the better. Slip it into your left shoe. Even though I just said it, I know it's going to be somebody in the comments to say, what shoe should I put it in? Or can I put it in the right shoe? Y'all have choices, but I said the left shoe. I told y'all, I don't sway from what my ancestors tell me. Use the left side because left is the receiving side. So the method is, with every step that you take, you walk in your intentions into existence. This helps to ground you in abundance. Now, if you're looking for some protection, go ahead and anoint that penny in some Florida water. And of course, you can always use any kind you want. But why not use the best? This handcrafted Florida water that I have in my store, click the link in my bio. Now, once you cleanse it or anoint that penny, go ahead and say your intentions.
That good old Florida water, okay? I mean, I can remember way back when I was a young buck, okay? The family used to use that Florida water. And I used to wonder why they using it. And they used to set it on fire also. We're not gonna get into that. But anyway, family, drop it down below.
I always wondered why the most beautiful people experienced the most ugliest things. You see, when I was a child, I watched my alcoholic parents fight to the death. Blood on the walls and tears in my eyes. I always wondered why. And monkey see, monkey do. So when I got to high school, guess what? I was in the most abusive relationship of my life. That person tried to kill me multiple times. But the one thing that stuck out to me most was when he said, pressure busts pipes or it makes diamonds. And in that moment I said, He answered my question. Just because somebody would choose violence where you would choose compassion, it doesn't necessarily make them evil. In fact, what they become in your life, it's a catalyst. Because of that experience of trauma, you were given the gift to overcome it. You see, you asked to be great. Be prepared to have something horrible happen to you that's going to test your ability to be great. You may not be able to change what happened to you, but you are able to change how you perceive it.
Zone family, I'm not gonna lie, the comments for this video was wild. Boy said what that position is called.
Diabolical.
He wasn't even there for the message, okay? But anyway, she was definitely talking facts. You have to heal from some of the things you've seen, some of the things you went through, some things you're going through. You have to heal. You have to find a way. And it starts with the inner self. Gotta raise that vibration, raise that frequency, baby. That's what it's about. Truly. But anyway, family, I appreciated you if you made it all the way to the end. You are goated. You are definitely goated. You are one of them ones. You are legendary. You are loved at the highest zone. Before you go, if you're not tapped in with the family, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You can rock out with me and the family. I definitely appreciate you and love you like cook food. And don't forget to hit that share button and that hype button so more people that's like-minded like you, brilliant-minded like you, get to see the videos. And don't forget to interact with that QR code that's floating around. If you're watching at home on your TV, it's making it a little bit easier for you to subscribe to the channel. All you gotta do is whip out your phone, go into your camera, and look it up. It's gonna make you hit the little yellow button or whatever phone you got is going to give you instruction. It's going to bring you to the channel and you can subscribe, and subscription is for free. Subscribing to the channel is for free, and we waiting for you, and we love you like cook food also. With that being said, Zone family, vibrate high, stay motivated, stay hydrated, protect your energy, and love thy neighbor. I catch y'all in the next one, Zone family. Peace.